Morning, all of you.
Namaste, all of you. Yeah, Rajit.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, everyone. A very good morning. This is a very special Sunday for all of us. This is a global PEP alumni meet. I welcome all the participants, job seekers, students, academicians across the globe. It's one of a kind effort by the YCG group for employability. This group is having quite a good number of PEP trained executives of the corporate world, out of which many are soldiers who have joined this mission who have joined this mission. Today, we have 20 such executives who are in the corporate and are voluntarily giving their time for enhancing employability of youth at large in India. They have been receiving feedbacks from executives and students over the time, and they shall be discussing such issues which are very relevant to the participants across the globe. Let me give a brief introduction of Mr. Shailesh Thakkar sir. He has a 20-year corporate experience in the chemical industry, wherein he has shifted into non-corporate consultancy and advisory role, being a joint CEO with Scope, a Government of Gujarat initiative, and also worked as an advisor in the tribal ministry. Prajit Kabu, on the behalf of YCG Group, wholeheartedly welcome Mr. Shailesh sir on the occasion of the PEP Global Alumni Meet. Welcome, sir. We are really honored to assemble over here and discuss some relevant questions, relevant issues pertaining to the job market and all, which we'll be discussing today. So welcome, sir, on this occasion.
Rajit, thank you and namaste to all. I welcome my PEP soldiers and Sheikh sir. Mr. Sheikh sir is a TPO of GEC Dahod and is more than a soldier for the placement activities and the mission that we are doing since long. And you 2025 soldiers who are currently present and who have got benefits through PEP training have voluntarily joined me in my mission, and I'm thanking all of you for spending time for this mission and supporting me in this mission, because an individual is always having result X, and when he's supported by people of your type of mission, the result would be 20x. And it was because of this only we decided, based on your suggestions, that many executives working with you or your friends or some of the students who have joined the company or who are in the college have some issues, and you wanted some decisions as to what should be. I said there is no ideal decision, but of course, based on my 37 years of corporate experience, I will try to sort out your issues and let all those who have joined, other than our PEP alumni or PEP trained people, also get the benefit, because me as an individual cannot reach everywhere. At the same time, institutes or colleges may not be in position to invite me because they have their own limitations. They are also working with a lot of issues and problems, which are of prime importance. So we decided, based on your suggestions, and which is a valued suggestion, because you are in corporate, some are from just 1 year and some are from 15 years. So based on your suggestion, we decided to have a small interaction wherein we'll discuss the questions being faced by job seekers or already in the job. And it was a small effort done by your YCG group. Was a recent corporate campus to corporate one-day workshop at GSFC Chemical Unit, where I had an opportunity of training management and technical trainees as to what are the problems being faced by engineers after working for 2 months in that company, how they are always unclear as to how they can be successful in corporate and what they are lacking. So then we decided to have this interaction. So Prajit, yes, I am setting the ball roll to you, and let us start the process. Okay, okay,
Yes,
over
sir.
to Prajit.
Yes, sir. So now we'll be taking questions one by one. So I request all of you, there's a raise hand option in, so you can start asking your questions and we can discuss upon all those issues and questions simultaneously. So yeah, so let me see some hand raised. Let me see some questions coming in so we can yeah. So yeah, we'll take the first question. Mr. Yash Budwani. Mr. Yash Budwani. Yeah. You can unmute yourself and then ask your question.
Yeah. Good morning, sir, and all the soldiers. Yes, basically, in today's corporate life, leadership is one of the quality which is required for any person to grow in his career. So, how this is it necessary to go for MBA to become a leader, or if so, how MBA should be done so that leadership qualities developed?
Very nice question. And let me tell you, leadership is not connected with any degree. And even after doing MBA, also you cannot be a good leader. But the condition is definitely sure that you have to be a good leader. Now, leadership doesn't mean that taking the issues and going on the streets. Normally, the definition of leader is when we see the politicians and all, the political parties, they move on the street and take up the social issues. Leadership, while you are in corporate, is taking initiative on the task given to you. And here comes the picture of EQ and also some knowledge of the subject. MBA aids to you in terms of presentation, orientation, and also attitude building. So MBA helps because normally when we are an engineer and BCom, when you are at a graduation level, we have certain notions and we are sticking to that notions. But when we join MBA, your orientation changes to corporate thinking. So the leaders in the corporate means you should first of all having a EQ, which normally in undergraduation we always feel IQ is very important. But 75% results, successful people, they become successful because of EQ, that is emotional quotient, your emotional intelligence, wherein handling situation, handling seniors, handling juniors are of paramount importance. And that sometimes, I mean, many times you get it when you are in an MBA, because of pressure building and all, you get orientation. And when you enter corporate, then you are comfortable. So then taking up the issues with the organization's wants, in a right spirit, without having any problems with your colleague, your boss, and all, that is leadership. Leadership always having a vision. One should have a vision. He thinks of 2 years or 5 years after what he is, and that's a leadership. It's not. And then when you are working in a team, so your colleagues, issues of colleagues, handling them, keeping aside ego and self-esteem, of course, but the ballooned ego, that's it. And so it's a right question. One should have the leadership qualities, but then leadership in corporate means this. Okay, I hope you are satisfied. Yash.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So several people have raised their hands. So next we'll take Mr. Rutvij Vagadia. Yeah. You can unmute yourself. And
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. This is Prithviraj Wakadia. Sir, my question is that I'm finally a student right now, and the problem is that despite of being a deserving candidate for a very good placement, uh, due to the lacking of efforts of the placement team of my college or the university or whatever, I'm not getting any particular some sort of a platform to actually outshine than the others and get a good placement. I'm not getting the same. So, sir, what should I do in this particular situation?
Rutvich, your this case is a typical case, and it's a case with every colleges of Gujarat, at least I don't know about India, but then many colleges, these days, and especially after this COVID, even college authorities are, in dilemma. And they cannot help despite they want to help, you know. So one thing is we should not blame colleges, first of all, you know. I would always like to say we should not blame colleges, but at the same time, because this year colleges are in a soup, you know, it's very difficult because industries have closed down. You know, many industries who were to come to campus this time they have decided to downsize actually. So in such cases, what I say is that I agree that you must be having frustration. You are in the final year and you are not having clarity of the placement. But then what I suggest, I hope you are an engineer, okay? And so in such cases, what you have to do is that you have to do it on your own, you know. And now do it on your own requires a lot of perseverance, change of attitude. First of all, you have to change the attitude from placement that campus gives to the placement that you have to, because the institute which are planning to give a placement is just last 10 years only. Otherwise, olden days, you know, everybody had to find job on their own only. Okay, so first of all, you empower yourself how to get a job, study industries, frame your resume, handle pressure, and develop certain soft skills which will make you marketable to the industry, make you aware of the corporate. Finally, you have to work on your own only. Even if your campus is very active, then also they can bring industries, but finally you have to empower yourself by having extra skills of facing interview, etiquette, attitudes, resume writing, communication in English. These 4 or 5 parameters are very important, which you should do it on your own. Even company comes to campus, but then I always feel the onus lies on you only. So I recommend empower yourself. Okay, Rutvish.
Surely, sir. Surely. Thank you.
Yeah. So now, yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, now next we can take Mr. Yash Pancholi.
Yes,
You
sir.
can unmute
Good
yourself.
morning. Good morning, all. And good morning, sir.
Morning.
My question is, as an engineer, if I'm good at my field, how MBA can make me more valuable in terms of career growth and in terms of skills?
This is a typical puzzling questions to lot many engineers, you know. I will not be biased person, but I strongly feel that engineers basically are have developed technical mindset. That is their core competency. But this core competency doesn't lead to success in life, because when you enter corporate, you will always find you are lacking A, B, C, D, you know. And these days being of competition, you know, you feel odd. And despite you being a technical guy, you will always feel, I am not given good due recognition. Gone are those days before 10 years, wherein engineers were treated as a father of, corporate world. Because, and in today also, no industry can perform without engineers. But the irony is that that itself doesn't guarantee career growth. Doing MBA adds to your value of sort of a commercial angle, you know, which if you as an engineer, we normally don't have that, you know, and every company doesn't give that exposure to engineer. So doing MBA, you will be exposed to a lot of things like, you know, purchase and sales and, you know, finance and accounts and all, which is very much necessary if you want to go up, you know. That's why MBA will help you to make you a techno-commercial person rather than only technical person. That's why I also insist one engineer should do MBA. Okay, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's a really nice point you have raised about techno-commercial professional, which many engineers don't know. With that said, we have some more questions coming in. Yeah, Renuka, ma'am, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Renuka. So my question is, the college listens to all the students when it comes to fees, but when the placement arrives, college gives new excuses to students. What can students do in this situation?
This is typical issue. I mean, I am sure most of the students across Gujarat are facing this issue, and I for one would never deny this real life situation. In fact, I agree that it happens. But the same, first question, second question raised by Rutvich, we can't do anything because, to be very frank with you, giving placement doesn't lie in the college's what you can say compliances. It is, see, it's very clear. They are assisting you in the placement. It's not placement giving; it's a placement assisting. So they assist you. So finally, what if I were a student, I will initiate some activities. If I'm a good leader, I will bring some industries, list of industries, interact on behalf of the institute and tell institute just to have a dialogue so that the corporate come to your industry. Simultaneously, what I told to Rutvij is empower yourself. Second option is the first is you onus lies again on you and then to your college, because college is saying placement assistant. So you come out with the ideas, share your ideas with institute. They will help you. They will assist you. That is one. Second is you empower yourself on the soft skills or the skills that a corporate requires, like communication in English, which is paramount in when you enter corporate. When you are engineer or an BBA or something, you always feel communication in English is not required, but then it's required. First of all, you empower yourself in English, and then on the soft skills, and then if industries come to your campus, then you will be selected. Because otherwise also, corporate is not going to hire you just because they have entered in your college. It's going to be on your own merit only. So I always feel you develop your merit, which is required by industries, and industries require what? All the such things, good in communication, etiquette, thoda about commercial knowledge, that's it. Correct?
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So next we have Mr. Garvit Tiwari.
Good
Okay,
morning,
unmute.
sir.
Morning.
Sir, my question is, what corporate wants to examine in an intern to hire them as an employee, and what are their expectations after hiring him as an employee?
Okay, here you mean to say if you want to take up an internship. So what are the parameters to take? That's what you want?
Means exactly what, not parameters, but what corporate wants in us, in an intern, so they can hire them as an employee. Means
Fine. That's a really good question. Most of the 60 or 70% of the students, very frankly, I'm telling you, take internship as a just preparing report from the seniors, copying from the seniors, and submit it. And we are having grade-oriented mentality. We will get a grade, and you say yourself that I have done a internship at L&T and Reliance and all. Believe me, when you are an intern in any company, the boss that you have been assigned supervises you, analyzes you, and accordingly they evaluate you. So without thinking of whether I will be absorbed in this company, you have to show learning ability. As an intern, you should show keenness in learning a lot of things. First of all, your core thing that you have been designed there or you have been sent there for a training. Then comes some other things, and be supportive. Treat yourself as an employee. The day you start thinking that you are only an employee in ABC company, your boss will think, he is a good one. So I always feel that first of all, while you are an intern, show keenness in learning rather than keenness in submitting reports and getting grade. Keenness in learning, empower yourself, because that learning will help you otherwise also if they don't take you in that company. But I think 90% of the your reporting bosses where you are as an intern, they see you how you are learning, and then they will help you to prepare report for their own company so that their seniors feel isko le lo. I think that is the only thing to convert internship into a placement offer. That is, I am strongly believing. Correct.
okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So herein, I would also like to toss a question. Like you said, we also need to consider, hunting jobs off campus. So few of my batchmates had some experiences. Like one of the batchmate had an experience that he had appeared for an interview for a sales executive at Ahmedabad, and the it was basically an incentive-based salary. They had not specified the fixed portion of the salary. So, what should a candidate do in such cases? And the second thing is, when we register for some, job hunting portals, we start getting some fake calls from there, like you pay this much amount, 2000, 2500, we'll make you a registration ID and all. So they start demanding money out of it. So how should we deal with such situations? Like, how should we deal with this?
As far as your first question is concerned, it's a terrible one, and it's a real life. And of course, I would like to go into some detail, but at this moment, I won't. Whether that your offer has been in response to an advertisement in Times of India or any daily, or it was by some chacha mama, it happens, If it is an official advertisement given by the company for a sales executive, and wherein they have not mentioned sort of commission wala issue, rather commission based association, then it's a really pathetic. And I would definitely like to give this make this company blacklisted and share it in the social media as a normal citizen. As you, if you are a victim of such thing, share it on a social media. Let the company be blacklisted. And if you dare to write a mail to that gentleman, citing that there was no mention of such thing in your advertisement, that the salary will be outstandingly or totally will be on commission basis, because that means it's a commission agent and not sales executive. Let us understand there is difference between sales executive. Now, sales executive is always a fixed salary and an incentive or in commission, but exclusive commission based salary, then it's not a salary, it's a commission agency. That you are a commission agent. Then if you have faced a problem, I would always like to say in an interview, if you face with such an offer, you say, okay, sir, I am ready to come with a commission agent. Then as a commission agent, I will be handling other 4 companies also. So don't stop me. Okay. If at all I am an employee with you, then it's a salary based employee. Okay, but if you want exclusively to be a commission based, then I am a commission agent. I can be commission agent of many companies together. Itna bluntly you should give reply. So usko pata chale ke he's cheating. I consider that as a cheating, because if you are not mentioning in a advertisement that it's a commission based association, and then when the individual goes to that company and appears for an interview, and then finally he said all salary will be in a commission basis, then it's a cheating. But as a normal citizen, you should write a mail to them saying that you have cheated, in a good words, because there was no mention in the Times of India or the whatever it is. And second, you have to bluntly say, okay, I'm ready to be a commission agent, but then I will be handling 4 companies together, maybe your competitor also, because I'm a commission agent. I'm not, then you're bonded to work for 8 hours, 9 to 5. I'm not bonded. That should be. And third would be social media pe usko blacklist kar do, so that they would, I'm having a copy of that ad, and social media pe you cite it so that others don't get cheated. That is one. The other part is what you said.
So like
fake calls. Yeah, fake calls. Oh, that's a greatest issue. Now the best thing is one mantra you have to take in life: never take a job by giving money. Khatam. Underlying mantra of life: paisa deke naukri nahi karne ki. If they ask you 100 rupees for a form also, so de do. But 2,000, 4,000, we'll place you in Berger Paint, we'll place you in Reliance and Tata and all. Samajh lo, it's a cheating. It's going on. In Baroda also 4 were caught. They have a fake accounts. Let me tell you on this platform, please, Naukri.com, Monster.com, they are having an official website. You can talk to them officially with their executives. If at all they ask for a payment, it's an official payment gateway, and registration is free. Only if you want to make a resume, then they say we charge this much. So please, whosoever are listening, please don't get cheated. If anybody is offering you a job just on because you have uploaded your resume on any these job portals, because somehow the data gets stolen, and the fake guys, phone you, because all of us are in need of job, and they exploit our emotional thing, that we want a job, we want a job. और कई बार तो पेरेंट्स बोलते दे देना 2000 रुपया, चले गए यार, एक बार जॉब होता है ना. डोंट फॉल इन दैट ट्रैप. नेवर गिव मनी टू गेट अ जॉब. दैट्स अ mantra. Okay, correct, Prajit?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So we'll be taking more questions now. Yeah. So who's Mr. Nankishore Prajapati. You can raise your question.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, sir. I want to know about that how to handle that boss who never appreciate your work and always shouting at you.
It's now HR people have done research on this, and some say people leave the job because of the boss and not because of the company. It's a laid down fact. Okay. Now, having these as a laid down fact, I don't want you to be, at least you guys, soldier guys, who have been trained by me, to be falling in the trap of such thing. Okay, boss is always right, and boss can change. I will have to leave the job because of boss attitude. As an individual who have handled 15 bosses in life, I would always like to first of all say that mentally you think boss is right. Kaise? Because he is at a position above you, and he must have done something. It's not that chacha mama ka boss ban gaya to baat alag hai. In a professional company, if somebody is a boss senior to you, he must be having some qualities, at least one quality better than you. That's why he is in this chair. So wo maan ke chalo, he is correct. That way he is correct. Okay, because you don't have an edge over him. Now the second question is, in that case, he never appreciates your efforts. He never appreciates. ठीक है, गाली देता है. There are many bosses I have heard in corporate. They use even abuses which are of unparliamentary. But in such cases, in fact, I had such occasion, but then how I handle it, that's another thing, because then it will be beating around bush. People, you will say, oh, to aapke case mein hai, hamare case mein nahi ho sakta hai. No, it can. Underlying theme is EQ, emotional quotient. You should have emotional quotient. Matlab, you should find a ways and means of handling boss. Boss, you must be having some, he must be having some strength which you are not having. I would like to say, appreciate his strength, and whatever little weakness you have on which he is barking at you, you share with him candidly. Sir, how do I remove my weaknesses? I'm like your younger brother. Please help me. This is to, it's a EQ. EQ इसलिए है कि otherwise also he is having strength. दो चीज सीखने को मिलेगी, बट हम जुबान से कई बार हम अप्रिशिएट नहीं कर सकते, हम सरेंडर नहीं होते. सरेंडर, आई डोंट से सरेंडर टू गॉड वाला सरेंडर, सरेंडर टू हिज स्ट्रेंथ, एंड चेक योर वीकनेसेस, आस्क फॉर हिज रेमेडीज, एंड देन फॉलो इट. ही विल फील ओके यार ये अच्छा है लड़का, ये एग्री किया ना. हम क्या होते पता है, हम एरोगेंट होते हैं, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट. इंजीनियर IIM का ये नो सबका IIT IIM का, वो he feels I am always correct and boss is from फालतू कॉलेज, So that's why हमारा नोशन आता है I am correct, I will not surrender, I am having A quality, B quality. But कुछ नहीं. When you enter into corporate ना, situations differ. I was exposed to some guys who are very smarter than me, and I was having people under me who were smarter than me. So it's a question of handling your bosses, and that is the only ways. Understand your strength, hide your, don't boast about your strength. मैं दिखने में अच्छा हूँ ना, मैं 6 फीटिया हूँ ना, ये नहीं ऐसा करके. अरे तू जा, बाकी कॉर्पोरेट में 6 फीटिया नहीं चलता है. Some are arrogant, दिखने में बहुत बढ़िया हूँ. It's okay. प्रोफेशनल स्ट्रेंथ तुम्हारी क्या है, एंड प्रोफेशनल स्ट्रेंथ बॉस की क्या है. Appreciate boss's strength, and एक बार बैठ के surrender to him by highlighting मैं weakness कैसे निकालूं. Believe me, it will work, and that is EQ. Arrogance बाजू पे होता है, सब बाजू पे रखना पड़ता है. Ego, arrogance बाजू पे, real life thing. Okay, I hope I have satisfied. Try it. Try if at all you are having that type of boss. If you are talking of somebody friends, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Tell him to give this formula.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So yeah, now next we have Mr. Deepak Savlani.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
I'm Deepak Savlani. And sir, my question was that being a fresher or a professional, at some time we join a company where we come to know after a few months or a year that we are not having a growth, or we are not getting what are our expectations. So at that time, what a professional and a fresher should do. So I think that changing job is the option. But does changing job again and again in a short term or a short span of time, does it affect in a long term career?
Yeah, this question is actually might be affecting many who are listening, other than our PP Soldier group, as to how to ensure career growth. I will not boast about of my life, but typical real life situation. First of all, when you are joining a company as a management trainee, a technical trainee, you should have a sixth sense. Supposing you are in a company like GSFC, stable company, yeah, GACL, GNFC, where after a lot of examinations and all, then you have entered into that company. After going into that company, you find based on the seniors, the growth chart and all, you find job is secured, but it's not easy to go up. At such cases, I always used to say to people, do you want to have a secure job, or you want to have a career growth? Pakka. Because people say I want both. सब कुछ नहीं होता है. When I become father, I cannot say I want to have a male girl also and a female also. वो दोनों mix तो एक में आता नहीं है. Either लड़की आती है, या लड़का आता है. फिर बोलेंगे ना ट्विंस चाहिए, तो वो भी प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी कम होती है. वो तो होता नहीं है ना कि मैं स्त्री भी हूँ, पुरुष भी ऐसा चाहिए. हम लोग कहाँ फंसते हैं सब लोग. We want both security also and growth also. You have to be very clear. First of all, you want growth, then you will have to sacrifice a lot of things. First would be have clear-cut career chart where you want to be after 10 years, 2 years, 3. Break it off in 2 years, and then in terms of salary and designation. Now, if you want that I should have a car, companies given car after 5 years. Now, if you are in a company where there is no such situation कि भी कार मिलेगी, वहाँ HR policy ऐसी है कि your job is secure but you get a car after 10 years, then that means you are compromising your career. Then don't grumble. That is one thing. So marry your career for that. If you want to live even secure job. Insecurity should always be taken as a step towards your career growth. That is number one. Number two, after joining company, you find that company is a bogus. That is when I talk of a company like, but a good company like, but then if you go for a corporate like GSFC and all, they have the HR policy where the growth is very, very laid down. You cannot go out of that system. Now, if you have joined a growth crazy like me, if you have joined a company, after entering, you find company is bogus, So then I would always, first of all, try to request you to, before giving certificate, that company is bogus. Now, company can be bogus in term salary not giving time. That's number one. And if they are not giving salary on time, company is bogus. Believe me, it's bogus. First and foremost should be company should give you salary on time. Second is your boss is bogus. Now that I don't agree. Boss is bogus. That you have to find. If you're not getting along well with your boss, then you are fooled. Third is companies cannot ensure you growth which they have promised or they will promise or they had promised. So here you have to do analysis, have a thoda common sense, do analysis of yourself versus company. And if you find you are more talented and company is not appreciating your talent in any ways, because reason can be anything, that reason you analyze. I would always say run away from this company. Because if you will stay there thinking that my resume will get spoiled, what I will reply when interview they ask you, by that time you will have been rusted. Mind mein rusting aa gaya hota. Your guts to appear for interview and appear for an option will go down, because you have been getting a lot of negative vibrations in your current company, because salary not coming time, this and that, and your issues are bigger than your career issues. And that's very bad. Leave. Even if you have to leave in 6 months, you have to leave. Only thing, you have to find out good reason to explain corporate as to why you have left. And many a times there's nothing wrong in saying that my career goal was this, and I don't think that it can be settled there. And that's again great process of interview where I help people to how to handle such replies. But stucking in one company, just because resume bigger jayega, it will be folly, because after certain years, you get your mind attitude gets rusted in terms of your guts to appear to go for challenges, because risk is everywhere, and challenges you have to take. But that challenge taking attitude should not go down. Once you feel कि ये हो रहा है, don't worry about क्या employee बोलेगा, ये बोलेगा. I changed about 16 jobs. इसलिए मैं बोलता हूँ मेरा एग्जांपल मत लेना ना. 16 जॉब किसी ने पूछा नहीं है. The shortest period was about 7 months with Vadela Ice Cream. And why enter into next company? They didn't ask me as to why you are living in 7 months. And again, if you are that, you have to find out some beautiful reply to reply such questions. Okay, I hope Deepak you get satisfied.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So we also have some questions rolling out in the FB live chat, which we'll be taking shortly, or we'll be, if we even miss out your question, we'll take it in the next session. So don't worry about it. Now,
let me tell all of the listeners, we will be having one more session if at all. Facebook pe kisko questions hai, and if the questions are more, we can meet next Sunday. Depend, and we will announce it timely. If we don't have a question, it's okay. But then if you can barge questions on the Facebook, and we will reply, and we will shortly announce next meeting also. Yeah, Praji, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, now next we have Mr. Dirgayu Sharma.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Okay, sir, I have one question. Is that we all are the working professional as we are growing in our career. Okay. So while changing the job, and if we are recruited with one of the good organization and such thing, okay. So while everything is fine and they mention your salary, your offer letter and everything, while entering to that organization, while entering to that premises of the organization, the very first day while you are joining, you are filling your form and everything, and certainly the HR of the company or some of the norms of the company will told you that you have to pay the certain amount of the bond, like for a security purpose, you have to sign this, you have to go for this. So these are the things. So sir, that this kind of a smart bond has came out with the thing. So sir, so there are the many number of the smart bonds has come out with the companies, and they will told us on the very particular day of that thing. So sir, how to handle that thing? How to handle that particularly a smart bond?
Normally in my PEP session, I always used to guide the how to sign bond, service bond, technical bond, and ways and means different types of bond. And this is a new type of bond which is known as smart bond. And the smart bond are such, they will keep you in darkness till you join. And then on the joining day, they say, "Aapka ye hai towards security, hum kaatenge." Now, this is a pathetic one. Pathetic in the sense, in the mind of candidate also. Here, the galti is not of the candidate. The smart employer are acting too smartly, so that the individual doesn't go away till his money is returned. That's another way of slavery or bonding, labor bonding. If I am a candidate, and believe me, I'm telling you to all this, my guys and all, other listeners also, when you are appearing for an interview and when they say that you have been recruited, when can you join? And this is an offer. I would first bluntly say, sir, there is no bond na, itni himmat honi chahiye. You have to, there is no sort of a bond, na, service bond, technical bond, smart bond, wherein my money is been kept with you. That bond I won't have. Is वो तो कुछ है नहीं ना. हाँ, morally I am committed. I am bonding you with morally. But ऐसा bond की बात आवे, आप पहले clarify करो. The moment you take an offer letter, before you joining, you personally पूछो, sir, there won't be any cat out of a bag. Surprises when I join. तो ये clarify करो. फिर भी नहीं बोलेगा, ना बोलेगा. आपको क्या करना चाहिए? As per the principles of PEP, appear for more and more, always have two offers in hand. One offer always stand by. If you feel he is going to ask me for a check or are going to fool me, you should have always a standby. So always when you are hunting for a job, always keep two offers in hand. It's difficult here to when it's difficult to get one offer, how to get a two offers. But PEP principle जो follow करता है उसके लिए to get a two offers is a cakewalk. So always have a two offers. I will not say to accept when they come out with a smart bond, because that is typical exploitation of our need of a job. And once you are joining a company with such exploited mentality, you will be exploited throughout the life till you are with that company. I will always recommend to be a jobless than to join such company. Okay, and remaining jobless and hunting for new job, that will be the only option. Okay, so that is it's a good question, and it's off late it has been found that because the moment they ask in interview, no one would say no, but they do it smartly. When you go for a joining date, they will say तुम्हारा पगार काटा जाएगा, and we have no choice because we don't have a job. हमने resignation already दे दिया है. Okay, third option would be resignation नहीं देने का और यहाँ इनके जाके यहाँ ज्वाइन कर लेने का, पता कर लेगा, resignation बाद में देने का. If they ask a copy of resignation, then it's a problem. But then in that case, you should have always a second alternative. There is no other choice. Only you have to be very smart and savvy in negotiation, because interview facing is not just English. If you speak good English and you get through interview, that is not the only thing. How you negotiate and how you ensure that they don't exploit you in future, that you have to smartly negotiate along with the salary and bluntly ask, koi bond nahi hai. Correct? Yes.
So next we have Mr. Ravi Nathani.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes,
So
morning.
my question is like, what one should do if the company hides the details such as in-hand salary, bond, security check, and only reveals the CTC, and that too at the time of joining.
That too at the time of joining. Yeah, this is a typical case of all the final year students, because our system is such wherein in our education all such things are not taught. Halaki it should be a class of it should be part of a placement training. When a company and an institute is boasting of imparting placement training, then somebody they should hire and tell you what are the structures of salary. In such cases, whosoever are listening to me, please tell your friends, before entering for an interview, you should somehow from your daddy, from your colleague, yeah, from any PEP student, yeah, join PEP. At least to understand what do you mean by salary structure, because nobody on this earth, in India also, is guiding you on the salary structure. First of all, you have to understand what do you mean by salary structure? What do you mean by CTC? What do you mean by take home? What do you mean by gross? So unknowingly, if at all, without knowing you are there as a candidate and they offer you CTC, first question would be, what will be my take home salary? Even if you are ignorant. Be a typical deshi balloon saying, mere haath mein kitna aayega. बाकी जो होता है वो, तो then you have to negotiate on the basis of the take home salary. They may hide you breakup, superannuation, gratuity as a part of CTC. There are many parameters of the salary which you don't know and which comes after 5 years of companies joining. Superannuation, gratuity are after you become eligible after 5 years. You get it after 5 years, but you get a deduct. It's a part of salary for 5 years. So the best way is, first of all, understand salary structure, because if you don't understand today, it will be hampering you throughout your life. Understand the salary structure by joining PEP, or ask for a take home salary. मेरे हाथ में कितना आएगा? I think that's correct, Ravi.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. So it's already 10:50. We'll try to take one or two more questions by then.
Because we will have to wind up.
And we have some questions at in the FB chat also. We'll take them in the next session itself. So So next we have Mr. Mohit Kamnan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A very good morning to you. Sir, one of my colleagues recently saw your videos of your sessions on social media, on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. So he was asking me that is this session called PEP is available for working professionals? Can working professionals join these sessions for the better opportunity and to change the job?
Mohit, your question is very valid. In fact, my PEP would be more effective for working professionals. Where we call it as position empowerment program, wherein if you are not getting increment, if you are not getting promotion, and if you want to settle down in a position in your company, we do have special position empowerment program. But our limitation here is that I should get at least 25 participants. So we did it once exclusively for working professionals. So whosoever are listening today, and if they are working professional, inquire with our numbers, and if you can bring in what I cannot bring 25 professionals together, because because I work with a deadline, and deadline pe wo nahi aate to nahi hota hai. But we can have a professional, working professionals exclusive. We can have industry based, supposing industry is interesting in empowerment, we can go to that industry and do it. A third would be our routine PEP is covering up most of the issues of all working professionals. Whenever working professional is not getting an increment and promotions and growth, and he is on a lookout for a change, our principles of how to get increment, it gets covered up in our placement empowerment program. Our PEP is not exclusively for collegians, for working professionals also. And the certain principles of PEP in hunting the job is applicable to college as well as to working professionals. How to look out for an avenues, that's a more important thing. It's because I always call it as job hunting as an art as well as science. So art that I am teaching you is more important along with the science. So at PEP, it is not art and science of college for college students, but it is for working professionals also. So working professionals can look out and join next PEP. Tentatively, we are planning to have it in the month of April. It will be physical PEP. Okay. And online PEP, we are already having after January 18th also, but now it is all institute based, not a personalized based, not a general one. Now we are going to have a one institute at Bombay, thereafter again at Bombay and all, So now institutes can have an online PEP, but 5 sessions back, we had all individual based, there this working professional would have, many working professionals joined that. And now next physical PEP will be in the month of April. You can contact, your working professional can contact our team and register their name. Okay. It will be Sundays, it will be 5 Sundays. So their days will not be affected. Their working days will not be affected. Okay. Fine.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
No.
Yes. So we'll take the last question now. So Mr. Kairav Butch.
Yes. A very good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, my question is we came across such friends, who wants, like, they have such a mentality that if I'm getting a job in GIDC Makarpura, then I will not go to Halol also. So what is your take into this?
It's a question of terrible attitude, and I strongly feel that uh, many 60% of our youth of the day, especially in Gujarat, they fear going out. They fear, they have that location bar. I want to stay in Baroda only. Some have more location bar, not to have a night shift, not to have, commuting, not to have more than 20 kilometers of driving. Now, these are all attitudinal problem, and youth of today cannot afford. When the globe is becoming so small, youth of the day cannot afford this, because then it's growing to, it's a question of done that a company. It's a question of that attitude which will be hampering in the corporate also. After joining also, his boss will say ABCD, aaj raat ruk jane ka hai, why should I? That attitude. So that attitude is detrimental to the youth, not for growth. Youth can't afford to have that attitude. If you want to grow, remove location bar. Yeah, that's another thing, how you negotiate salary so that your staying and lodging and boarding, it gets covered up. That's a part of negotiation which we teach during the interview, how to negotiate an Ahmedabad offer and Baroda offer if I am at Nadiad, that's another thing. But saying that because I am a girl also, or I am a boy also, girls to ho to chalta bhi hai, but many boys are also having these limitations. I don't want to leave Baroda. I cannot go to Nadiad. It's detrimental. Avoid, cannot afford, cannot dream of going up. If a guy with this mentality, if he is from IIT, IIM also, with this mentality, he cannot grow to any even managerial level. Even by fluke se bhi nahi ho sakta hai. So my message to all the youth who are listening at this moment, remove that mentality. Even if you are the lone son of your parents, take your parents to that place rather than sticking yourself at that place. That's the limitation. You can't have, and the world cannot be. Whether you are a BCom graduate, whether you are an MBA or whatever, engineer, you can't afford, because company now these days are with a lot of competitions and survival of the fittest. These are the basically fitness elements. If you are not unfit, you are unfit. That means you are not fit. If the moment you have that mentality, okay. So whosoever friends are there, tell them to remove that mentality, or tell them to listen me.
Yes, sir. Sure, I will share the link with them.
Okay, yes, that's it. Okay. Yeah. Any questions for Prajit? Facebook, we will not take it today, Prajit. We have first we give us soldiers. Experienced guys are here only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not an issue. We'll note down that questions and we'll address it later on.
We will address it. But are there sufficient questions? I mean, are there?
There are 4 questions.
4 questions, and we already have a pending of many questions, and I think many of them have a questions, and I cannot overlook.
Yes, I can see
you all are experienced guy, and your comment, single comment, will change the life of many who are the listeners, because you have gone through the vagaries of working in corporate. What I have gone is another thing, but when you 1 year or 2 year or 10-year experience are real life model for those who are other than in our PEP group, and even PEP alumni, those who have been stationed at US, Australia, or wherever, Nigeria and Canada, and have question that we can take. If anybody has, NRI question, NRI PEP wala hai, so we will definitely sort it out, because unka वहाँ रात होता है, ये होता है, दोबारा they may not come, so that's why. But definitely I would like to say that going to Canada and all, there are many issues. I will take it up if at all we plan it to have another session. Why going to Canada is not beneficial, or why going to Australia or US is not beneficial in 90% cases. I will give logical reasons. Okay, that we, if at all we want to take care, but definitely we will take up some more questions. I think let somebody from all of you share before we end up as how was this initiative. I think Sangram ka koi share karo. I mean, how was this initiative? आप अगर ऐसे शेयर करो, आई वुड लव टू से इन इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी सो दैट जो बाहर के लोग हैं उनको भी पता चले कि हमारा एफर्ट क्या है, बिकॉज यू आर संग्राम इज वन ऑफ द सीनियर मोस्ट पर्सन करंटली इन आवर टीम. He is having about 10 years of association with me since he has undergone PEP and then company's growth. Should I give you the name of the company where you are? I shouldn't. Can I?
No issue, sir.
I can give now. He is now currently senior manager with Deepak Nitrite, and he has grown in life, being a small person from a small village known as Kosamba, doing a second class MBA degree and having a second class graduation degree, and grown leaps and bounds in his career. So Sangram, how was this our effort? You know, you being you are witnessing our effort since many years. You know, तेरे को पता है I am in this process since 2003. ये तू मेरे से 2010 से जुड़ा है. How ये effort कैसा रहा हमारे, क्या फायदा रहेगा बच्चों के लिए?
Sir, first of all, thank you for giving this opportunity to share my experience. Sir, from my point of view, it's wonderful initiative by you and your admin team, rather. Practically, there are every student or every corporate employee has their many questions. They are stuck somewhere. Whether it is their salary part point of view, their career growth point of view, in case of those are corporate students, rather, how to the change phenomena. You started this new initiative, campus to corporates. So everybody has lots of questions, and through this initiative, I think you cleared many doubts. And I thank also the admin team who goes on live through various social media platforms and create awareness. And I think I am very much happy with your such initiatives, sir. I'm looking forward any very good questions by my other fellow and other colleagues, other soldiers. I will be very happy that it's created lots of awareness in corporate or other students or employees' minds, and I think you have started such a way that they can clear their doubts and that can grow in their careers. So it's a wonderful initiative, sir. Thank you so much for that.
That's very nice. It's nice to listen from one of the senior most PEP soldiers and who has been beneficiary of our PEP mantras. And my message to all others who are through social media, Facebook and all, remain connected with us. At the end of this session, there would be a slide showing you the connection where you can remain in touch with us. And there would be some sessions. BMA session would be month of April. Join us. You can join us. I mean, without joining also, you can join probably next Sunday also. We may plan out to have another session because out of our 25 soldiers, only 10 could raise a question, and they have many questions to be asked. And in the interest of the students, you know, especially final year students. So remain connected with us. Stay tuned to our social media, Facebook and all. You can go through the blog. You can go to the YouTube channel where you will find a lot of videos of motivation also, and also of guidance also. So with that, I am Prajit. Should we end? And yes, the commanding officer. Yeah. Let's